Hi guys, it's Kiarko today, back with another speed build. This is a speed build of a Castaway kind of island situation. This is loosely based off of the movie Castaway, which I have not seen in a very, very long time. So when I say loosely, I mean like very loosely, like based off some very, very distant memories that I have. But the general idea behind this build is that there was a plane crash and one of the people in the plane, probably like the pilot, unfortunately did not survive, and you'll see their grave later. This is so dark, but one of the other passengers did survive, and he is now stranded on this island. As you can see, I'm setting up a SOS rock sign, classic, you know, like from the movies. And then he kind of has this little back of the plane that did, you know, survive the crash that he is now using as shelter. And I thought that was an interesting idea, so I built this like little wall structure to just give me an outline of what the inside of this plane looked like, because if you zoom too close to it, you know, the plane disappears, because that's how that particular mesh works. But I imagine that this plane was some kind of cargo plane probably, and that's why he has access to so many desert island materials. Like he has like some clothes that are probably being shipped. He has boxes, like Amazon packages, stuff like that. And that's kind of where, you know, it's based off Castaway a little bit, because in Castaway he was on a cargo, or what was it? It was like some sort of like mail cargo ship. So the guy in Castaway also had like a bunch of stuff. So that's probably kind of the trope, because it's the only way that you can really feasibly like get your Castaway character to like have any objects that would help him survive. So it's probably a little bit of a trope, but I think it works. So I gave him a little fire pit here where he'll make his food, and then I gave him a little, like a beach towel where he can sleep on with like clothes as blankets. And then I'm just giving him like maybe like books with like a lot of pages ripped off, because like maybe in the crash they didn't survive, stuff like that. And then I also had this idea that they were also carrying like mail, like a lot of mail, not just like packages and stuff. So maybe he reads. I gave him like a pile of letters there, and I'm gonna add to that in a second. But I like the idea that maybe he like reads these letters as part of his, you know, pastimes, because there's not a lot to do on this deserted island. It's so freaking small. So he reads these letters. And then I had this funny idea that maybe like the letters that he hates, he uses as like toilet paper, but you'll see how I set that up in a moment. But this is the inside of his, you know, little setup. Obviously very messy, but you know, I mean, he's a castaway on an island. I'm not sure what to expect from him. Putting in some dirt pathways, like he's been walking around. And then I'm just adding in dirt to other elements of this plane, just make it seem like it's sunk into the ground. And then I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do from here, because it was a pretty simple build, because obviously there's not much to do, because this person wouldn't have very much going on in this situation. But I ended up giving him like, So this is his little area where he uses the bathroom, but we'll get back to that. I'm putting like fish on sticks here, so maybe this is how he eats. He like spears fish in the sea and then he cooks it. So he has some fish out here. I don't know why he'd keep it all the way out there near the shoreline. I think my thought at the time was that he would keep food that he was not immediately eating away from his home, in case it attracted any animals. They'd be attractive like away from his home, so he wouldn't get any like predators inside of his little hangar. And that's the plot where he buried the pilot. Very morbid. I'm gonna set up some trees in front of there in a minute, just to make it a very pretty little resting place. But for now, it's just kind of a morbid grave. But here, let's see, what am I doing now? Okay, so I'm jumping back and forth. Geez, what am I doing? I'm just looking for stuff to put around this grave, I imagine. Here I'm basically right now I'm just looking for metal scraps, like things I could throw around. I ended up not really finding any that I liked. But that little area by the wing is where he uses the bathroom. Probably if this like lot didn't have these boundaries, he'd be going somewhere further away from his campsite. As you can see, I put like this little poo meshes in that area. It's so immature, but I just thought it was a funny little addition. But yeah, anyway, so that's his little bathroom area, and then I tried to separate it off from the rest of the campsite with like metal scrap piles and some bushes you'll see later. Those are the letters he doesn't like and uses as toilet paper. And then here I'm just putting in trees to separate that area a little bit. And I'm gonna put trees in front of the gravesite just to make it very pretty, very, you know, relaxing, and very nice little place. And then we're just gonna put more bushes over here, make the island a little bit greener. And then more dirt, because you can never have enough dirt. And then I put, you'll see in a second, teddy bear in front of the grave, because I figured maybe it was just like a marker that the survivor put there to, you know, remember his friend, or maybe it was a teddy bear who's like, it was like the pilot's daughter's teddy bear that he took with him on flights or something, like something symbolic like that. He put the teddy bear there for. And then I'm just gonna put down some other decorations, those like wood pallets and some more boxes, again, to just reinforce, you know, the shipping cargo plane thing. Obviously most of the packages did not survive, so he has very few actual resources. He has a few boxes, but, you know, it's probably useless stuff, you know. And then let's see, what else did I put? I don't quite remember. I think I put, let's see. A boat? Oh, okay. So at this point, I was looking for like some sort of raft or like old boat I could use to indicate that he was like trying to build a boat, but I couldn't really find anything that I really liked, so I just kind of abandoned that idea. But that is the full build. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. It was a pretty short one because, you know, it's a relatively small build, not a lot going on, but definitely a fun idea to explore. But let me know what you guys think of this. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.